So welcome in everyone to another tactics video here for FC24, but today I've got something a little bit special for you. Last year, some of you long-term subscribers may remember that I did a video doing the ultimate Total Football 3-4-3 tactics in the game. I did that one with Ajax. Well, this time around I've decided we're going to go through that again. However, I've made some tweaks, some changes just to adapt not only to the gameplay, but just some personal preferences that I've wanted to make. And we've decided to kind of redo that this time around and see just how much better we can make it. So with that being said, I've got the ultimate 3-4-3 Total Football tactic for you to try in FC24. And without further ado, roll the intro and let's get into it. So first things first, we have quite a few position changes. This time we've gone with Barcelona. We did Ajax last year, but obviously their team has really regressed. And it shows in the attributes and the ratings. And we've got a much superior team that's really matched to the tactic in this 3-4-3 Total Football system. And so as a result, we've gone with Barcelona. In terms of the positioning, well, first things first, we've got Koundé here. He's at right centre-back, but Balde here is actually at left-back. He's going to come further forward. Koundé, on the other hand, he's going to be as a right centre-back. In the midfield, we've got this narrow diamond. We've got a CDM in De Jong. We've got a left central midfielder in Pedri, a Cam in Gavi. But it's important to note that Cancelo in this case is actually a ram. And that is very important because it's going to mean he's going to be the one tracking back and filling in the defence to make sure that you aren't getting kind of overridden in that area. That was an area which in the behind the scenes video that I did on Patreon last year when I was doing this system, it was really difficult to get that right, and we finally found the right balance having him as a ram. Finally, with the three attackers, we've got the standard positions there: right wing, left wing and striker. So moving on to the tactics. First things first, if you want to see how this tactic ranks and rates compared to all of the other systems, you want to get exclusive tactics videos, Discord server access, behind the scenes videos access, then check out my Patreon, the best way to support the channel, and lots of fantastic perks for you on there. Link is down below. Do go and check that out. With regard to this system itself, now this is of course an extreme system, so there are going to be extremities that you see here. So for example, we've got constant pressure, we've got the team width on 20, the depth is all the way up to 100. Yes, it's very risky. You've not got out and out fullbacks in the meaning of the word, so to speak, and so you are going to leave gaps, and that is just the nature of it. But there's such an upside and an enjoyment to playing this way that you want to kind of take those risks. Offensively, we've got the simple slow build-up and possession for the chance creation, the width all the way down to 1 to make sure we've got that condensed narrow midfield to kind of retain possession, also to get the fullbacks inverting more as well. Players in the box is on 6, corners is on 4, and this time we've made a tweak with this, the free kicks down to 2. You're generally going to play short from the majority of free kicks, so you may as well just get more players showing shorter for the ball. Now, from a player instructions point of view, this is where we've made quite the majority of the tweaks. Ter Stegen in goal, he's on comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. Araujo is our central centre-back. His only change is that he's going to be on conservative interceptions. Koundé as the right centre-back is on join the attack. Doesn't work very well, to be honest, but we've got it just to kind of show you the role itself. And then with Balde, we've got a couple of tweaks to him from the previous system. His run type is inverted. This time his attacking runs are on during the attack because we try and take more risk with him. If you find that it is leaving a little bit too much space in behind, then you can change that to balance to try and get a little bit more of a reserved nature. With De Jong, in this case, a couple of tweaks to him as well. Defensive behaviour is balanced defence. We've got him on drop between the defenders this time to give you more support to those kind of centre-backs and just peel him away from that midfield a little bit to try and get him into more space. His defensive position is cover centre. Positioning freedom is deep lying playmaker. Pedri at left central midfield is on get forward and get into the box with the cross as that out and out box to box midfielder. Positioning freedom is on free roam and defensive position is cover wing. Now with Cancelo on the other side, a little bit different in that ram role. He's on comeback on defence and he will be tracking back very aggressively, but his support on crosses is stay on the edge of the box with a cross to try and preserve his stamina. And in his position freedom is free roam. He's going to drop deeper as well, show for the ball in those kind of deeper areas and help progress it through the thirds. Gavi as the cam is on comeback on defence and get into the box for the cross. His position freedom is drift wide. We are going to play with a false 9 here, which is why you see João Felix up front instead of Lewandowski. And what this does is, with him on drift wide, is that it peels him out wide to create space for João Felix to drop in as that false 9, and that is what we're looking for in this respect. Just on a side note, you'll notice that a lot of these roles and instructions are made to complement each other. De Jong on drop between the defenders peels him out of that midfield to stop it being quite congested. Balde can also replace him if he needs to. Obviously Gavi's going to make way for Felix, and then these guys on the right and left in a minute, which we'll talk about, these guys are going to create that width. So everything is made to fall in line with everything else. Moving on to João Felix next, we've got his support runs on stay central, and his attacking runs are on false 9, and his defensive support is stay 4. Now with him dropping into midfield, how are you going to be able to penetrate the opponent's back line? Well, you're going to do it one through Pedri with his runs on get forward, but you're also going to do it through these guys in the wide areas. Torres and Rafinha, both of these guys are on the same instructions, basic defensive support, because if you have them on comeback on defense in this free back, they will end up forming a back 5, and that's not what you want from your wingers. Chance creation is stay wide so that they're creating the width, but then their support runs is getting behind as they look to penetrate the back line with their movement. And finally, support on crosses is getting to the box with a cross, and as I say, that is the same for both wingers. And so with that being said, we're ready to round it off there. Let me know what you guys think of this system. Really fun, aggressive, risk-taking system, but just something unorthodox and a fun way to kind of approach the game. If you want to get access to all the exclusive tactics videos, the FC24 tactics package, behind the scenes videos, Discord server access, and all that good stuff, check out my Patreon down below. Lots of fantastic perks and rewards on there, and the best way to support the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you found this video helpful and want to see more, and until the next one, I will see you soon.